Hello students, in this video I am going to explain the details of photosystem. Okay, so photosystem basically it is made of two components. They are reaction center and LHC, that is light harvesting complex. Okay, let's study about reaction center first. So this reaction center is made up of chlorophyll A. Only one molecule of chlorophyll A is forming the reaction center of photosystem. So what is this one molecule of chlorophyll A which is forming the reaction center? This is the primary photosynthetic pigment which is involved in the conversion of light energy into chemical energy. That is radiant form of energy into chemical energy called ATP and NADPH. So this one molecule of chlorophyll A which is forming the reaction center is involved in the conversion of light energy, that is nothing but radiant form of energy into chemical energy, that is nothing but ATP and NADPH. Chemical energy, that is ATP and NADPH. So this conversion of light energy into chemical energy is called as quantum conversion. So this phenomena of conversion of light energy into chemical energy is called as quantum conversion. So this is about the reaction center present in photosystem. Now let's see the details of LHC, that is light harvesting complex. So this light harvesting complex is made of two things. It is made of two things. They are light harvesting pigments and proteins. So these light harvesting pigments are the pigments which are involved in absorption of different wavelengths of sunlight. So these light harvesting pigments are chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, carotenes and xanthophylls. So here the chlorophyll A which is present in light harvesting complex is different from the chlorophyll A which is forming the reaction center, because the chlorophyll A which is present in the reaction center, which is forming the reaction center, is involved in absorption of light energy and conversion of that light energy into chemical energy. But whereas the chlorophyll A which is present in the LHP or LHC is involved in just absorption of light energy, but it cannot convert that absorbed light energy into chemical energy. So LHP is made of chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, carotenes and xanthophylls. So the number of these light harvesting pigments present in the light harvesting complex of plants ranges between 200 to 300. So in case of plants, one light harvesting complex present in one photosystem consists of 200 to 300 light harvesting pigments. Okay. Whereas in case of bacteria, this number ranges between 20 to 30. This number of light harvesting pigments present in one light harvesting complex of a photosystem ranges between 20 to 30 in case of bacteria, but in case of plants it ranges between 200 to 300. Okay, right. Now all these light harvesting pigments are associated. They bound together with hundreds of protein molecules which together are involved in the formation of light harvesting complex. Okay, so what is the function of this light harvesting complex? Function of light harvesting complex is to absorb different wavelengths of sunlight and to supply that absorbed sunlight to transfer or supply that absorbed sunlight to chlorophyll A which is forming the reaction center. So that what happens, the absorption spectrum of chlorophyll A will be broadened and hence the amount of photosynthesis, the rate of photosynthesis which has occurred will be more and more. Okay, so this transfer of light energy, absorbed light energy to chlorophyll A is called as inductive resonance. So this transfer is called as inductive resonance. And these pigments are also called as light harvesting pigments, are also called as antennae. These are also called as antennae because like antennae they are absorbing different wavelengths of sunlight. They are also called as antennae, and they are also called as accessory pigments because they are assisting chlorophyll A. They are also called as accessory pigments, and they are also called as shield pigments. Shield pigments because they are involved in protecting the chlorophyll A, which is forming the reaction center from photooxidation. I'll explain this. From photooxidation. These are also called as shield pigments because they are shielding all these light harvesting pigments present in the light harvesting complex, which are around the chlorophyll A of reaction center, are protecting this chlorophyll A, which is forming the reaction center from photooxidation. So what is this photooxidation? So when the incident light is with higher light intensity, what happens? The chlorophyll A, which is forming the reaction center, can undergo oxidation, breakdown, due to which the structure of this chlorophyll A gets destructed, and hence there will be no conversion of light energy into chemical energy, and hence the photosynthesis will be stopped, ceased. So here the light harvesting pigments which are present around the chlorophyll A of reaction center are protecting, shielding this reaction center from the photooxidation So this is about light harvesting complex. Now I am making a diagram to explain, to understand this photosystem, to understand the structure of this photosystem. Okay, photosystem consists of, as we discussed now, photosystem consists of one reaction center which is formed by only one molecule of chlorophyll A, which is surrounded by light harvesting complex made of many light harvesting pigments. Like this, light harvesting pigments are surrounding. I am drawing only towards this side, but they will surround the chlorophyll A, which is forming the reaction center. Okay, like this. So all these light harvesting pigments which are present around this reaction center are involved in absorbing different wavelengths of sunlight and transferring this different wavelengths of sunlight to chlorophyll A, ultimately. Chlorophyll A, which is forming the reaction center. Okay, so after absorption of different wavelengths of sunlight, what happens? This chlorophyll A gets activated and extrudes extrudes its electron. So the electron present in this chlorophyll A gets excited and it enters into ETS. Through ETS, it results in the formation of chemical compounds called ATP and NADPH. So what is happening here? Light energy will be converted finally into chemical energy, that is ATP and NADPH. So this conversion of light energy into chemical energy by the activity of this chlorophyll A, which is forming the reaction center, which is nothing but primary photosynthetic pigment, is called as quantum conversion. So this is all about the two components of photosystem and the function of this photosystem. Now let's study the differences between photosystem 1 and photosystem 2. Now let's study the differences between photosystem 1 and photosystem 2. Okay, so reaction center of photosystem 1, that means the chlorophyll A, which is forming the reaction center of photosystem 1, gets activated at 700 nanometers wavelength of sunlight. So this reaction center is called as P700. Whereas in case of photosystem 2, the reaction center, the chlorophyll A, which is forming the reaction center, gets activated at 680 nanometers wavelength of light. Hence it is called as P680. Next, this photosystem 1 is present at non-appressed regions of thylakoid membranes. It is present in the non-appressed regions of thylakoid membranes. Okay, whereas photosystem 2 is present in appressed regions of thylakoid membrane. Appressed regions of thylakoid membrane. Thylakoid membrane. Right, now let's see what are these non-appressed regions and appressed regions present in thylakoid membrane. So we know that in chloroplast, thylakoid membranes are stacked one above the other like this. Thylakoid membranes are stacked one above the other, giving piles of coins in the form of piles of coins, giving a structure called granum. Granum. So this is called one granum. So this granum joins with the another granum with the help of membranous structure called stroma lamellae or grana lamellae, or also called as fret lamellae. So this is granum. This is stroma lamellae or grana lamellae or fret lamellae. Right. Now let's see non-appressed regions and appressed regions present in these thylakoid membranes. Okay. So this region is called as this region and this region is called as non-appressed region, because these regions which are present at the peripheral side, ends of these grana are not appressed by other thylakoid membranes. Hence, these are called as non-appressed regions. Whereas, the regions which are present inside, this region, all these regions are called as appressed regions, which are pressed by another thylakoid membrane. These are called appressed regions. So, in non-appressed regions, photosystem 1 is present. In appressed regions, photosystem 2 is present. Okay, next coming to photosystem 1. So this photosystem 1 is present in both stroma lamellae and grana. It is present in both stroma lamellae and grana. Whereas photosystem 2 is absent in stroma lamellae, but it is present in grana. It is present in grana, but it is absent in stroma lamellae. Let's see. So in case of stroma lamellae, appressed regions are absent. Only non-appressed regions are present. So this region and this region is non-appressed region. So as only non-appressed regions are present, what is present in non-appressed regions of thylakoid membranes? Photosystem 1. And hence in stroma lamellae only photosystem 1 is present, photosystem 2 is absent. Next coming to grana. In grana, both appressed regions are present and non-appressed regions are present. And hence in non-appressed regions, what is present? Photosystem 1 is present, and in appressed regions, photosystem 2 is present. So, photosystem 1 is present in both stroma lamellae and grana, whereas photosystem 2 is absent in stroma lamellae, but it is present in grana. Next. So, the ratio between the content of chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B in photosystem 1 is, chlorophyll B, in photosystem 1 is 2:4. 2:4. Whereas, in case of photosystem 2, the ratio between the content of chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B is 2:1. Right. Next coming to the ratio between the content of chlorophyll and carotenoids. Chlorophyll and carotenoids. In case of photosystem 1, the ratio between the chlorophyll and carotenoid content is 25:1. That means chlorophyll content, amount of chlorophyll is more and more in photosystem 1 when compared with that of carotenoids. In case of photosystem 2, the ratio between the chlorophyll and carotenoids is 5:1. 5:1. So this is about the differences between photosystem 1 and photosystem 2. In this video, I explained about the components of photosystem, which consists of both reaction center and LHC, that is light harvesting complex. And then I explained about the differences between photosystem 1 and photosystem 2. And in the next video, I will be starting with light reaction. Hope you understood this concept. Thank you, students.